Hey there, Gary. Pleasure speaking with you just a little bit ago. In this video, I'm going to show you the 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Again, my name is Seleni McGregor, and I just work with business owners across the state of Utah. Again, just based out of Utah County myself, so neighboring with you right here. But I put together this quick custom video for you just about your online presence and specifically how you are stacking up against your competition right now. I'm sure at this point you're probably asking yourself, why would she be doing this and what's the catch here? Well, that is a great question. What I have found is that just most local business owners are too busy actually running their business. They're swamped with payroll, customers, employees, just staying on top of jobs that learning how to leverage the internet to help their business just gets buried underneath all of the other to-dos. So the reason you may not have hired somebody yet as well is because you just don't know who to trust or maybe know who is truly an expert. So that is exactly why I make videos like this. I found that by giving people an easy, free attack plan of things that they can actually do to impact their own business for free, it has resulted in some of those local business owners still wanting to raise their hands and saying, hey, I like you, Seleni. Can you please just handle this for me? So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if you simply want to take this free attack plan that I gave to you and do it yourself, that totally works for me too. So let's cover the 3 things that are going to set A-star roofing above your competition. First would be content, second, citations, and third, backlinks. So content first, right? So since Google isn't a human, it doesn't just know what you do, it's got to be told through your content. So content is going to be anything here that you can see is highlighted. So this can be your text, it can be images, what's saved behind the images, all of that can be considered content. Now, if we want to go ahead and just show you a quick example, if we were to jump to this image, right click, save that image as, we can see you've got it saved as a trusted roofing company, Utah, quality roof services. Looks like that was the same key phrase that I also saw saved in this one, but let's just double check. So same thing here. So this is not bad. Sometimes I see just numbers and letters here, so at least you've got something plugged in here into the what the image file is saved as, which is great. But this could be a way that you would be able to actually leverage high volume keywords specific to your location here in the image description. The goal here with all the content on the website is just being able to have enough keywords and content with the right key phrases that people are actually searching for in Google in order for somebody to find your services. So in order to rank number 1 on Google for roofing, the average content count is closer to 2,400, sometimes more words on your homepage. So I actually went ahead and plugged in your content count that you've got going on here on your website, and it actually looks like your site is sitting around 2,100 words. So you're pretty close to that 2,400 word amount here on your homepage. Just needing to boost that a little bit. Again, making sure that you're utilizing the right keywords and phrases the right amount of times to be able to help being found. One of your other competitors here, here in the Orem area, if we plug in all of their content that they've got going on, again, everything that you can see is highlighted. They've got quite a bit more content going on here on their homepage. It looks like they are, when I plugged in theirs, they're sitting around just over 2,600 words here on their homepage. So just kind of give you an idea, this is what's working well for your competitors. And so you're wanting to go ahead and boost your content here and help be able to get you into that higher amount there. Now we're actually going to jump over here into one of my tools here. This tool is called Ahrefs. It's a super cool tool. Gives me behind the scene details of Google's looking at when ranking a site. So let's actually, and I'm going to jump over here to this other one. We're going to throw in a different competitor here. We've got Cascade Roofing that's also showing up here in one of the top positioned spots here for Orem. You can see right off the bat like how many keywords they're being found for, as well as what type of traffic they're driving per month. We're going to dive in specific to those keywords and just take a look and see what specifically they are being found for. And we're going to go ahead and throw in specifically some Orem terms here. You can see they're being found for roofing in Orem. That is being searched 70 times every single month. Here, and they're ranking in the top positions, first page right now for it. These guys were found for a lot of keywords. This is why I wanted to pull them in so you can get an idea of kind of what I'm looking at with these keywords. But that one's a great one for Orem. And then they do have a few Provo as well. Provo's got higher search volume than Orem does for a lot of their keywords, which I'd be happy to go over into more detail with you as well. But right off the bat, we've got roofing Provo being searched 80 times every single month. Again, landing in a high position for that. Provo roofing also being searched 80 times per month. Roofers in Provo being searched 80 times per month, Provo roofer being searched 100 times a month. Just the Provo ones alone, you're looking at a few hundred people every single month searching for roofing services there. Plus then you add in that Orem for an additional 70, you're close to 400 if not over, just in those few keywords there. And obviously you can see here, they're even ranking here for Lehigh for 60 volume. You've got a Utah volume here as well. Just kind of browsing through right off the bat, but it kind of gives you an idea of the different keywords, a possible of what people are actually searching for, and if you're able to rank in those high positions, the type of traffic that you can get. So really just asking yourself, what would that do for your business if you guys were getting a percentage of that traffic even? Now we're going to jump over here into Ahrefs again, and we've got your URL plugged in here. We can see same type of overview of how many keywords you're being found for and roughly the type of traffic you are driving every month. Let's go ahead and dive into your keywords and kind of get the same type of view that we just saw with your competitors here. So I did want to point out that I thought it was awesome that you guys are searching for best roofing Utah. The keyword that gets searched 200 times every single month, you're in the 6th position. So you're usually on the first page of Google for that, which is great. Ideally, we would want to see it in higher positions just because obviously that's where more of the lead volume comes in. And I'll talk about percentages here in just a moment. But that is your best performing keyword that your site is being found for. Other than that, a lot of the other words that you're being found for are just not location specific for those different roofing terms. Again, you are being found roofing Utah with 150 search volume, but you're in the 76th position. So you're like on the 8th page of Google for that. And so nobody's going to go to the 8th page to be able to find you guys. Same thing, it looks like you're being found for things to do in Orem. So based on your content that you're providing, Google thinks that your website is about things to do in Orem, rather than like actual specific roofing services that you offer, whether it's roof repair or replacement or the different types of roofs as well. Then these ones are more branded for the A-Star and Star roofing here. And then this one is how much weight can a roof hold. So this is more being found with your blog here, but again, 88th position. So the only one that's even landing the first page are these first couple. But again, just really missing what Google thinks your website is about. And we want it to be able to be finding that your website is about roofing and roofing services and repairs and replacement, not these other things that people are not actually coming to find. And so just a really big miss there on what's there, right there in Orem, Provo, I mean, all of them, right? PG, AF, all of those areas are going to have search volume as well. Love to dive in even deeper with you there, but obviously trying to keep this video short for you. So again, first thing, just go ahead and increase your content count, making sure you're using more of those keywords so that Google can actually find you for that. Now, let's jump over here into Google now. Let's go here. Okay, so I've got roofing Orem, one of the high volume keywords plugged in here. First of all, we do see the ads section. Ads can work, but they can also be a money pit if your foundation and website isn't dialed in. We're not going to spend time there. We're going to actually jump down here below that though. We're going to dive in here to the coveted map section. And this has a lot to do with the second important thing, which is citations. You're probably saying, well, what's a citation? Why do they matter? Well, to get yourself in the top 3, the number one thing that Google looks at is a thing called citations. So citations are super simple. They're just your business name, address, and phone number listed on a bunch of online directories like these. Having citations helps Google to be able to verify you and then give relevance to your local business, which pushes you to the top, helps push you to the top 3 spots in the map pack. When you get more citations than your competitor, especially ones from authoritative and industry-specific sites, your credibility boosts. What we've seen is with a lot of these top roofing companies here ranked in the top positions, they're usually around 150 citations. So if you're down below them, maybe second or third page, you may only have 10 to 30 citations. So we not only need to match your competitors, but then we need to beat them. Now, if we go ahead and talk about the very last thing, which is backlinks, we scroll down here into the organics results. You can see here your company is not ranking number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anywhere here on the first page of Google. Now, down here in the organic section, this drives about 60% of the search volume, and then the maps drives about 40% of the search volume. And Google statistics have shown us that the top 3 businesses here in the map pack get about 75% of the clicks, meaning that most of your potential customers are choosing one of these first 3 results. They are never making it down to your listing. So in order to get here, you've got to get authority through backlinks. So simply put, a backlink is just when one website links to the other. So think about this backlink or link juice like a popularity contest in high school. You want the coolest, most popular kid to be recommending you. And I say relevant because not all backlinks are created equal. You guys are roofers, right? Well, you wouldn't want to get a backlink from an ice cream shop to link back to you because you don't make ice cream. But having a backlink from like a local blog or industry specific site, that would be much more effective. Now we're going to jump back over here real quick, back into my tool of Ahrefs, and you can see right off the bat that you've got 263 backlinks being pointed back to your website. That's not bad. It's just not dominating you and pushing the power the right way mixed with your content that you've got on your site. If we jump over here into your competitors, let's go right back over to their overview. You can see they've got 174 backlinks, which again, you might be questioning, okay, well, what's the difference here? Because you've got a higher backlink profile, but just remember, it comes back into quality. So with that, you can have fewer backlinks, but as long as they have higher quality there, then you can actually surpass and outbeat, which is exactly what's happening here. They've got fewer backlinks, but they'll be able to outbeat and outperform because they're more higher quality. Again, getting you to the top of Google is not magic. It's just a tried and true method, and I've shown you that exact method today. So again, the 3 things that you could do today is first, boosting up that content to at least the 2,600 words like your competition's got. I know we talked about 24, but you really want to help beat them out. Second is just making sure to increase the amount of citations that you've got on the online directories. And then lastly, getting more relevant quality sites being pointing back to your site to show Google that you're the authority. Again, if you implement these strategies today, you can be number 1 across Google. So I'm sure you're wondering at this point, okay, well, what now? If you feel like you cannot handle any more clients every month, that is absolutely fair. If you could just send me a quick note back telling me that you watched the video and then give me your thoughts on it, I'd really appreciate your feedback. On the other hand, if you're ready to grow, then you can take this blueprint and implement these 3 strategies on your own today. I gave you the exact formula that businesses pay tons of dollars to have. Let me know what stood out to you as you start your journey with that. Now, if you did find this information valuable and want the most effective route, just go ahead and respond to my email and we'll set up a time to chat and dive deeper into your situation. Once again, my name is Seleni and I look forward to your feedback. Have a great day.